And Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. It is crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to...
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years. Years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. They'll try it on the ground. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they have... Kevin, thanks for the update.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He wants to throw here on second down. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. Puts him in the spin cycle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense early. Got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the Who's bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on,
going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green ahead. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And down he goes back at the 3. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 36, and the Georgia offense will take over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Zimmerman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
2nd down.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
South Carolina, 3.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
You just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
South Carolina, 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Zimmerman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The snap sets up the throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes his connection. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. With jet sweep pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the point after is good.
89, South Carolina, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
On first down.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got a man. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.